Well, the men's Final Four is just around the corner, but who do we think is going to be in the championship round? There's only one way to find out. But what's going on, guys? My name is Antonio, and this is the All Around Sportscast. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the Final Four men's matchups between Purdue and the Cinderella story, NC State, and then also along with Alabama and UConn. I'll be going over each prediction of each of these sides. I've been watching this very closely, even though my championship team was knocked out, which was North Carolina, which I was pretty surprised that they got beat by Alabama, but this is gonna be a good matchup. So, starting us off with the predictions, you got the Purdue Boilermakers going against the Cinderella story NC State Wolfpack. Now, the Wolfpack have been amazing. They went from almost being eliminated in the ACC tournament to eventually clinching a spot after they won against the Tar Heels to go into the tournament. And then you go against teams like Texas Tech, Oakland. You go against multiple teams, including Duke and Marquette. And then you come into the Final Four for the first time since the 1980s, which was when Jim Valvano was there, which rest his spark because he's the one that created the Jimmy V. Down Foundation. So may his soul rest in peace. And then you got Purdue. Zach Edey has been sensational for this team, which many people had a lot of questions around this team because they were looking at him as like frauds. I mean, it's going to be a really good game, I believe. Both sides are fairly matched up, and I think a lot of people have underestimated NC State because they got everything you need. You got DJ Burns up in the middle, you got DJ Horn, you got Michael O'Connell, you got so many guys, you got so much depth, and that's what wins championships. That is what wins it. And then for the Purdue Boilermakers, you only got Zach Edey and some other guys out there that can make plays. But my championship team was knocked out, but I am going to make predictions on this. I'm gonna go with the underdog here. I'm going with the NC State Wolfpack because NC State is amazing. They got DJ Burns, a big man, and I mean big. And then you also got DJ Horn, you got Michael O'Connell, you got so many guys, and I think this team has the potential to match up with Purdue in the Final Four to send them to the championship round. And then you got a battle between the two teams on the right side. You got the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the UConn Huskies, the defending national champion. Now, Alabama, I mean, they made their first Final Four appearance in program history, which we've known them for football, but never for basketball. So this is huge for the Alabama University. But of course, UConn comes in here as the very high favored, which they have been able to pour on teams, which you're wondering what team can beat UConn? What team can demote the champ? So, I mean, this is going to be a really close game. And I think Alabama has the mentality to match up with the UConn Huskies physically and also along with shooting the threes. They are one of the top teams made threes. They're really good at that. So, just because everybody's on UConn and just because I want to be a little undergoing, I'm going to go with the underdog twice. I'm going with Alabama because Alabama, they have shown that they can fight at this level. They have shown against North Carolina. They have shown against these tough teams. And I think this will set up a really good national championship game for when it happens, depending on which team goes there. But we'll, of course, see what happens. But let me know what your guys' prediction is of the Final Four down in the comments section below. And then I'll also be doing predictions of the championship round when we hit that point. So until then, I'll see you be sure, until then, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, if you haven't already. And I'll catch you all in the next one. So long for now.